Hello everyone. So in today's session we'll be discussing some question based on adjective. Let's get started. As we all know, adjective tells the quality of a noun or a pronoun, and it's a describing word. We have already discussed the theory part, and in today's session we'll be discussing some more questions. Okay, so let's get started. Now the direction says find out the error and choose the erroneous part. If there's no error, choose no error. These days, job opportunities are not as better as they used to be in the early 70s. No error, okay? Now, we have to definitely look for the erroneous part here, and we'll try and understand where does the error lie. Now, first thing first, now I am sure you have got to know like which part is an adjective here. So when you are able to recognize an adjective, you also know that which adjective to be used here. So the pattern we used with as or as, you see, the pattern which we use is with as or as. As or as is also a comparative degree, but we use positive degree with as or as. So we will replace better with which word? We will replace better with good. We will say these days job opportunities are not as good as they used to be in the early 70s. Good, better, best, right? This is the positive, comparative and superlative degree of good. So we'll go with the positive degree good with the formation of as and as. Next, unless it is accepted to both the parties and arbitrated would be of no use to settle this dispute. Now we have to see unless it is accepted. Do we require a verb here or do we require an adjective here? We require an adjective here. So we'll use what? Unless it is acceptable to both the parties and arbitrated would be of no use to settle this dispute. So the error is in option number 1. Next, although the police officer sympathized with poor, he refused to take an action against the rich man. You see, we are using the rich man, right? Which means we are referring to a whole class of rich people. Referring to a whole class. So whenever we refer to a whole class, we definitely use what? We definitely use article the with it. So why not with poor? With poor also we'll use although the police officer sympathized with the poor, he refused to take an action against the rich man. Okay, this is how it will be. Okay, next. The two first to arrive were the lucky recipients of a surprise gift. You see, the two first, the two first. Now we have read an adjective that what are adjective of numbers? Adjective of numbers are 1, 2, 3, and adjective of numbers are first, second, third. Now adjective of number 1, 2, 3 is known as cardinal numbers and these are known as ordinal numbers. So whenever in a sentence you have both the numbers cardinal and ordinal, you will always use ordinal numbers first. So the correct answer would be the first two to arrive, right? This will be the correct answer to the following question, and the erroneous part is in option number 1, right? Moving on to the next question. Even today it is incredulous to think that men have walked to the moon. Now whenever we use an adjective, now incredulous means unwilling or unable to believe something, right? Incredulous means unable to believe. Cred means to believe, right? And when we say incredulous, unable to believe, unable to believe. So even today it is incredulous to think that men have walked on the moon. The appropriate word would be incredible to think. It is incredible. It is not unbelievable. We are not saying this. We are saying that it is incredible. It is just wow thing to believe, right? So the correct answer would be incredible. It is an awesome thing. It is an outstanding thing to believe. Okay, next question. If the worst comes to worst, I will have to bid goodbye to my studies and join my family business. So the worst, the when we are using worst is what? Bad, worst, superlative degree, and with superlative degree we always use article the. So in the second part also we'll use article the, and the correct answer would be the worst. Next, the interim report does not analyze thoroughly the principal causes of the disaster. So here you see the appropriate word, the principal. This is the person wala principal, right? The person who is a principal, and we are talking about the principles, the one which gives you moral values, right? The main one, the main part, the main cause of something. This principle we are talking about. So the correct, the error would be